on today's app.
So these girls ask me a question where they're like, how do you deal with opps or something like that? And I was like, can you rephrase the question?
Wait, what?
Ops. So let me tell you what ops are. They were like, did you have any ops in the dining hall or whatever? And I was like, ops are like if you go into the dining hall and like it's so full and you're like, oh my God, it's filled with ops and here's Op City, like trying to get a table, but there's all these ops, like opponents. Which I love. I love that.
So awesome. Who came up with that?
I guess they're Gen Z.
They are.
Wait,
and I was like, I'm like laughing at the idea of that. Like, if someone's in my way, like these ops in my face.
Like they're my opponent. Like, so I was like, okay, girls, what's an example of that for me? And they were trying to think of it. And I was like, I know what it is when I go to Equinox and there's ops on the treadmills. You know what I mean? I'm like, there are all these ops. Or like if you go into a yoga class and you're like, there's fucking ops in the front row.
Yeah, you want to be
filled
there.
with ops. And then the girl goes, so Equinox is your op city. And they were like, our dining hall is op central. And I was like, all right, let's just stop at ops.
Hey guys, this is Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City, a podcast by New Yorkers for everyone. I'm Chlo.
I'm Em, and that's all you need to know.
Let's get started. Everything is awesome. Happy Sunday or Monday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
If you're listening on a Sunday.
But
hello,
if you're not,
y'all. But if you're not,
listen any day.
Chloe, your hair looks so cute. Tell us why.
I'll tell you why. I was feeling moose vibes, so I put it on. But I'm not really. That's not the reason. We have a live show tonight. And if you're listening to this, we had a live show tonight.
And how'd it go, guys?
Oh my God, it was a hit. You know what?
Hope so.
We killed it.
Yeah, we slayed that show. So-and-so's is so great. I had such a blast there.
The drinks were so good.
And these leopard pants, look at you.
Look at you, look
What's
at you.
up? Stella's sniffing like she's gonna pee, but I don't think she will. You want to come up here, Stella?
Come on, Stella.
Come here, Stella.
Come on, Stella.
Good girl. Fuck, I love her so much. Even
I know, my mouth hurts when I look at her.
Bad girl.
What happened yesterday, Em?
She peed on my bed, and I screamed in her face.
Like, did you really?
Like, you actually had just walked in my building because you were coming up to meet me.
Yeah.
And I thought you certainly heard me because it was that loud and scary. Like it would be like if my next door neighbors heard me, I would call DIFUS. Like that's how hard I screamed in her face.
What the hell is a DIFUS?
You don't know DIFUS?
No.
It's the it stands for
What does it stand for?
I don't know, but it's like child services.
Well, that's a dog.
Yeah, and she's my child.
So they would call PETA.
No, I felt like DIFUS as in like if I was yelling at my child or like they would call the police. Anyway, that wasn't the point. The point was I was really yelling at her.
I got up in the wrong
and
things.
she really, really got scared. But it was because I was out with her all afternoon and we walk in the door and she goes right into my bedroom and right up on my bed. He's on my bed.
That will go away.
Not to mention a freshly made bed. I know it will go away, but
just sucks.
In that moment I was sweating. I had just gotten my period and I was like, girl,
it's so confusing being a girl.
Not today.
Yeah. What is that from? That we keep saying that.
Girl?
Yeah.
Just like a group chat. I think like one of my bachelorette group chats.
Girl.
Remember I was like, girl, please.
Yes,
girl.
But you know what I think of?
What?
Girl, it's time, to have your coffee. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Girl, it's morning, girl. Time to get up and have your
Marty
coffee.
and Missy?
Yes,
That's cute. That's cute.
Girl, it's morning, girl.
Yeah.
It's a day to run fast.
Yeah.
Jump high. And be awesome.
Oh.
Coffee. Dinkle, dinkle.
Yeah. They're so great. I love.
You really watched me commit to the whole thing.
I love when you commit to a bit.
I know. And speaking of bits, we will have to come up with some for tonight.
We have some bits planned for tonight. We're so excited. It's going to be so much. Oh, I guess for the past.
I feel like we haven't recorded in a long time. I mean, we did last Sunday, but I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you. I missed you too, Chloe.
Thank you, Emily.
I was going to say, something crazy happened to me yesterday. I didn't tell you because I was saving it for today. This is so New York, this story. I lost my wallet.
Fuck.
And I knew it too. I got home, or and I knew that I did because it wasn't there.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that.
Sometimes it is like that when you're like, "Where's my wallet?" I guess I lost it.
Yeah. And then You did.
And then you did. I'm someone who, like, I know that my left earring is sitting on top of the shirt on the shelf.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
organized chaos.
Organized chaos. I know where everything is. John's always like, "Where's my headphones?" I'm
Where's
like,
the
"They're
soap,
in the
remember?
pocket of your green." Yes, exactly. Where's
Under
the
the
soap?
piano.
Under the piano. Yeah.
But in fact,
my piano.
it wasn't under the piano. Where's the piano?
The piano is at John's parents' apartment. I have to get it. Thanks for reminding me.
You need your piano in your apartment.
Yeah, where's it gonna go in there? We'll find a spot.
We will.
So I was like, yesterday, I was going to leave to go do this podcast. I did a podcast with these NYU students.
At the dorm.
At the dorm. And it was so much fun, but it really made me realize, like, oh my God, I'm definitely not in college now.
You're an adult.
You know, like I'm still like in college in my head.
Yeah.
But this was like, nope. I learned what opps is. You know opps? Oh, like, oh my God, it's Op City. Nope. No, Chloe Richmond, let me teach you a term today. They asked me something. This was when, and I kind of hate when people are like, I'm so old, or like I feel so old. Or like,
yeah.
Oh no, am I old now?
Yeah.
Like I hate that.
Me too, because it's like we're not.
And it's also like, oh, shut up. Is that your personality every time?
Yeah.
Everyone who's over 25, does your personality have to be like, guys, I'm old?
Yeah.
So I really wasn't trying to be that girl, but then you realize like just like dad jokes and like being your like just like your parents like turn into cartoons. It's like it just happens to all of us.
Totally.
So I'm doing this podcast with 19-year-olds. 19.
So how did they find?
And I'm like, I guess I'm not 19.
Wait, they asked you to? They like found you as like?
They come into the red room all the time. And they're fans of mine. Sometimes you forget that I like am pursuing a career.
Forget that. I never forget that.
They are fans of mine.
When we first did our first live show, I was like, Emily, like no one's gonna come to the recording, and she's like, no, like everyone comes to my shows every week. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it is.
You're a comedian,
right? Chloe forgets,
but I don't forget because I know you're a star, and that's why.
Oh,
but I forget.
So thank you. Thank you so much for the star thing. So I'm at this podcast and they asked me a question about ops. Dogs are playing. We have dogs are playing on the wires.
Through the wires.
Stella just wants to play.
And Ellie just wants to eat her.
So these girls ask me a question where they're like, how do you deal with ops or something like that? And I was like, can you rephrase the question?
Wait, what?
Ops. So let me tell you what ops are. They were like, did you have any ops in the dining hall or whatever? And I was like, ops are like if you go into the dining hall and like it's so full and you're like, oh my God, it's filled with ops and here's Op City, like trying to get a table, but there's all these ops, like opponents. Which I love. I love that.
So awesome. Who came up with that?
I guess they're Gen Z.
They are.
Wait,
and I was like, I'm like laughing at the idea of that. Like, if someone's in my way, like these ops in my face.
Like they're my opponent. Like, so I was like, okay, girls, what's an example of that for me? And they were trying to think of it. And I was like, I know what it is when I go to Equinox and there's ops on the treadmills. You know what I mean? I'm like, there are all these ops. Or like if you go into a yoga class and you're like, there's fucking ops in the front row.
Yeah, you want to be
filled
there.
with ops. And then the girl goes, so Equinox is your op city. And they were like, our dining hall is op central. And I was like, all right, let's just stop at ops. Let me get ops.
Wait,
then,
dude, that is so fucking
so
good.
now we have that new term. And then there was another term they taught me, but I already forgot it. Anyway.
I'm obsessed with that. And I'm obsessed with like them teaching you that. And it's so cool. Like when you were just saying like the opposite Equinox, I was like, you are sick.
When I said it? Like I sounded cool?
Yeah, you sounded cool.
Yeah.
I was like,
ops.
I would never
or
ask.
like for you, it would be like, there's so many ops. Like, there's an op walking up to the city bike rack right now.
Totally. Like the ops, like all the ops.
Yeah. All the ops. Ops. I'm 28. So ops is my new favorite word. In fact, I'm not changing my name to Emily Higgins. I'm changing it to Emily Ann Ops because
there are ops all over the city.
There's ops all over the city. So now we all know what ops are. Anyway, what was I talking about?
That you felt old.
Oh, so I was going. Yeah. Hey. So I was going to do this podcast.
Yeah. Heard of it.
And I'm leaving, and I know I'm the kind of girl who knows my left earring is sitting on the left shelf of the left. It's always the left. And I'm leaving to do the podcast, and John and I are walking out at the same time. And I'm like, hold on, I can't find my wallet. And in my head, I'm like, I know I've lost my wallet because
it's not under the piano.
It's not in any of the spots it should be in. And I remember I was like going to a show Wednesday night, and I like on the way it fell out already. So I was like, okay, if it fell out once on my way out, it fell out again. Yeah. It's gone. Anyway, I did not have one little lick of fear in my body. I just went somebody's going to find it and reach out to me. And I was so sure of it. I said, I'm going to give it like a day or two. I'm not going to cancel my cards. I'm not going to sound the fucking alarm. It's a reference to Catherine Cohen's new special.
You guys should watch it.
Come for me on Veeps. So I went to this podcast and I even told the girl, and I brought my passport card because I said I don't have my wallet. I told the girls, I was like, girls, I lost my wallet.
They couldn't sign you into the door.
No, they could with my passport card. I said, I've got my passport card, girls, because I can't find my wallet. Aren't you excited to be 28? So then they tie me into the dorm and I go up. Anyway, long story short, I'm at the nail salon checking through my DMs, and sure enough,
someone DM'd you.
Hi, did you lose your wallet? And I go, this city.
This GD city.
Let me just try this up with a bow because it's taken me so long to say it, and let everyone know I'm on my period. Okay, everyone should know. You should know when a woman's on her period. I sincerely believe that.
And I love that. I love when women are on their period. I'd just like to retract everything I've ever said in other episodes about hating women. I love when women are on their periods.
Well, I don't love when women are on their periods, but I do think it's good to know, because I think it's like, you know, there's this whole thing of like, you should never treat a woman differently because she's on her period, and it's like, no, you totally should. Okay, I'm tying the story up with a bow. I get a DM that's like, did you miss your wallet? Oh yeah, and I think if I was in the middle of like anywhere, like in the middle of Idaho, in the middle of the country.
Yeah, there's no way.
Someone's stealing that wallet, racking up all my credit cards. My mom just told me a story about how my neighbor was in the grocery store and these girls snatched a credit card out of this woman's wallet and went to the Apple store within the hour and spent $10,000 in the middle of New Jersey. So because this has happened to me before in New York, like when I was like 21, I lost my wallet and I had someone found it and DM'd me. So there was a part of me that was like, it's all going to be okay. And sure enough, I got this DM and the guy goes, I go, thank you so much. Where can I meet you to get it? And he goes, he left it at the West 4th Street subway station, like with the guy. And this was the cutest part. So with the station,
the Ticketmaster,
Ticketmaster at the subway station. So I go after my nail appointment. I go to the subway.
Yeah.
And I go down there and I go, hi, do you have my wallet? And he goes, Emily, I've been waiting for you all day.
Oh, that's really cute.
I felt so happy because it felt like I was this like big task for this guy today.
Yeah.
Because like what other like I feel like
people don't really use Metro cards anymore.
Right. Like when who's talking to the subway guy, the Ticketmaster? Who's talking to the turnstile agent?
So the West 4th subway guy, if you're walking by, say hi.
Say hi. He was so cute, so sweet. Someone was also like getting arrested while I was like trying to get it, and I felt very uncomfortable. Being like, sorry, could you hold the cuffs for a second? I just need my wallet. As I'm like holding my like perfect dachshund and my Zara bag. Yeah, I went to Zara.
It's okay.
Yeah. I walked into Zara and I bought something.
Yeah, I was going to say, what happened in there? You bought something.
I bought something.
It's okay. I'm probably wearing like full Zara. I'm not, but normally I am.
Yeah. You know, you got to have some stuff from Zara. You just do. I can't be perfect.
I love Zara.
Yeah. I actually just saw this TikTok that was like, and it made me feel really, no type of way. I saw this TikTok that was like, I can't, like, there are people who shop and there are people who forage. And, like, people who go to TJ Maxx and, like this girl was talking about how she, like
thrifters.
When she runs out of her lipstick, she can't get it again because she, like, found it at TJ. She was talking about, like, TJ Maxx thrifting, not, like, you know, not, like, cool thrifting.
Right, but I can't do either.
Me neither. I'm like, who has the
I can't search
time?
For things. They have to come to me.
They have to come to me. I can't search. I can barely search for, like, what's basic and normal.
Right.
I can barely walk into Zara. In Zara, I walk in and I'm like, oh God, just give me the one thing. Like I can't, that store being filled with stuff that's normal and not hard to find and lots of them, multiples of everything. I'm like, it's too much.
I feel like
I have to go.
It would be a really stressful environment for you to be in.
Yeah. I mean, shopping is so stressful.
Zara is more stressful for you than Sephora would be.
Girl. I walked into Sephora yesterday. I was like, oh, let me refill my Benefit eyebrow thing. I walked in. I turned right around.
Yeah. Fluorescent lights.
Black
and white floor.
Immediately, do you need help with anything? Block eyebrows. I was like, I have to go. I need help finding the door because I have to go. It's hot in there.
Yeah.
They don't put the air on in there, even in the dead of winter, because there's so many people running around and trying on products. It smells like powder. It's so hot. I'm like, I have to go.
You don't ever have to go in again.
I was also at the one in Soho, so it really was
Oh my
hell.
God, I would never do that.
Yeah.
You know what? back to really quick
I live
that
downtown now.
Right. I was gonna tell you. I also once got my wallet stolen, but off of me. Do you remember that time I got like mugged?
No,
but like a nonviolent way.
Why'd you put it in quotes?
Because it was nonviolent. It was like, I feel like when you say the word "I got mugged," it's like a violent association. But it was more like this guy put his arm around me when I was out drunk one night, and I had my purse on, and he put his hand in my purse
and took it
and took my wallet. Yeah. And
how old are you? When was this?
This was on my birthday, like
on
3
your
years ago. Yeah. And
COVID?
During COVID.
During COVID.
And during COVID.
I didn't know that. How did I never know that? Was I there?
You weren't there. But I probably talked about it on the pod once.
Okay.
But anyway, so you don't think it happened?
No, I believe you.
Okay.
I believe that things that happened to you that I don't know about did happen. If a tree falls in the woods, she got mugged.
That's so interesting because sometimes I don't know about those things.
So he just took it out of your...
So he took it out of my wallet, and then I saw him run, and I was like, he just took my wallet. And I don't know where any of my friends were that were with me because they were just like, what? And no one did anything. And I was like, he took my wallet. He took my wallet.
Chlo, I'm not ever going to chase someone who took your wallet.
Yeah, I guess.
That's not what your friends are meant to do.
Yeah, but it was some sort of like, help.
Yeah.
And then like I realized like, what were they going to do?
Right.
Anyway.
Would you run after someone who mugged your friend?
No, but that's why there's some friends that probably would.
I don't think I have any.
Like,
and I don't expect, that's not what you have to do to be my friend.
I agree with you. And like, I'm not going to like chase you down or chase someone down to help you in that way, to like, but as your friend, you're kind of, Hugo and I had this conversation.
They should at least help you find someone else to chase them.
Like Hugo had said once, he was like, if someone was going to get you, like I would run after them. Like that's what my, and I'm like, that's so funny. Like our friends are the people that's supposed to save us.
Are they?
Well, not save us, but like
I feel like that's like a boyfriend job.
If we were being taken, like all of the people that like you should help you.
None of my friends would save me if I was being taken. And I mean that in a way like respect, because I would not go after any of them.
I feel like my friends would.
They would, because people love to take care of you.
Totally.
People really love to like take care of you. You know what I mean?
Totally.
You are a princess.
Let someone take care of me.
Yeah. You always have someone over your apartment like
taking
watching
care of
you.
me?
Yeah. Every time I come see Chloe during the week, there's like someone here who's like watching her.
Do you know what? How do you do that? I feel like I need supervision at all times because I might do you might do something.
Oh God.
Not like bad, but like I might like by accident the house is on fire or hurt myself by accident. Like by no means am I trying to. I'm just like not equipped to live alone.
Alone, right.
So that's why I got a dog.
Yeah, so she could take care of you.
Take care of me, but so
guess
anyway,
what, girl? Ellie cannot catch up to that murderer who's mugging you. Because people who mug you are murderers.
Yeah. Well, I hope the murderer didn't like put his arm around me.
Right.
Anyway, so get this. They took, this story's going on forever. We're also over it. They took all of my cards out. They threw them at me and they ran with my wallet, which is a YSL wallet. So they stole the YSL wallet and then they threw everything else out, but they scattered it around the Lower East Side. So like as I was walking.
Wait, so you were running after them?
No. I was just like, wait. And then it was like threw it at me and then ran with the YSL wallet. And then all of my like, wait, do you know who was there?
They wanted the wallet?
I know.
I guess that
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Was there any cash in there?
Yeah, there was cash in there, but not a lot.
So they took the wallet and the cash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks to my dad, you should always have cash on you.
I always have cash on me.
But you know,
I always have cash.
They I like found my credit card when I was walking to get a taxi. Mm-hmm. Like it was on the floor just somewhere. And then I got a DM a few days later from this kid and he's like, yo, I have your license.
Yeah. New York, man. People are like, not nice, but they're kind.
Yeah, they're like, are you in New York still? And I'm like, babe, I be living here. Yeah. So that's the next day I got a New York license.
You know what's so funny? I had to like tell the person, the person who DM'd me was like, just to confirm, what state is your license from? And I said like New Jersey. And I said the name of my home street.
Yeah. Did you tell me of a podcast he should listen to?
No. No. Imagine me being like, I have this podcast and I have a weekly show, Tuesdays at the Red Room. You have to come. You have to come.
Why is it me?
I don't know.
Am I saying
I don't know. Well, I don't know. You have pretend. And I guess I said COVID.
Right.
So,
but you said
then this
Dovid
made
earlier.
me think. No, you said Dovid, and I just repeated it to you.
No.
Yes. Listen back. Roll the tape.
I repeated Dovid because I heard you say Dovid. And I was like, yeah,
No.
Dovid. But then I said Govid because I remember we say Govid.
Dovid sounds like a Hebrew word. Govid sounds.
Dovid.
Okay. So I told this guy my home address, and then it made me realize, I was like, am I gonna... Is my license gonna still say my parents?
Forever? Wait, mine hasn't said that in like years.
Where's your license address?
It was updated to my old apartment. I'm not gonna say it.
So it's a New York license? You got a New York license?
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna change it like soon to this address.
Right. Oh, you take care of that stuff?
For some reason. For someone who has to be supervised, that's a very responsible thing to do.
Right. You have to have a babysitter over, so they need to know, where's Chloe?
Yeah.
This address.
Yeah.
Mine's still New Jersey. I guess because I'm like still, this pissed me off.
Oh, God.
I was supposed to get on John's health insurance because we got married.
What?
I got married in June, remember? And this is so uninteresting, but just so you guys know for the future, so we had our marriage license. You have to get a marriage license before you get married.
Right.
Everywhere except for Las Vegas, you have to get a license, and then
Yeah.
you have to get married within like 10 days of that license.
Right.
It basically goes like, it's basically a way of saying like, you sure in 3 days?
Hold on,
But
really
in
quick.
Vegas, you don't need one, and you could just get married. It's supposed to prevent like impulsive weddings.
Oh, it's do you
And,
have
like,
to
get
have the
approved.
wedding after, or you can just do the marriage license and you're married? You're good to go.
Well, you'd have to like go to town hall like in a few like so you
marriage
you
license then town hall. It's not city hall all in one.
Right. So you have to like apply for a marriage license and like submit all your stuff. Then they give it to you, and then within like 10 days of receiving that license,
You could
can get
either
married.
go somewhere or you can go to town hall.
Right. Like and when you apply for the license, you say like, this person is going to marry us on this date at this location. Like you put that on the license.
So you need to have your ducks in a row.
You do.
Okay.
And
one of my babysitters.
it's called.
Seriously.
Do you have to answer?
No.
Okay. So we applied for the marriage license, and then what happens is you sign the license right after you get married.
Yeah.
And then you go and you drop it off at town hall, and you have to do that right away. You have to drop the license off within a certain window of time for it to be legit. So we did that, and we dropped it off the Monday after we got married. But the person where we applied the license spelled my mom's name in the system Ellender. Like my mom's name is Eleanor, and they put a D instead of an O. Like Ellender.
No.
And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And the lady who worked at the place where we dropped it off was like, sorry, gonna need your mom to come down with the birth certificate and prove that that's her name. And I was like, oh my God, it's so obviously a typo. Like, and if
like whose name is Eleanor?
Exactly. Eleanor. You should have heard my dad when he found out that, because his whole personality was getting this marriage license.
Right.
My dad loves a specific
Like to take
task,
care of business.
kind of like the subway master who was where's Emily? Like that was his job for the day.
Yeah.
My dad with this marriage license, every time I called him, he was like, you got the license? Like it was his whole thing. So when he found out that his job got screwed by some bureaucratic mistake, anyway, this lady easily could have changed the D to an O and given us the thing that day. But instead we had to like get it amended in Trenton, go through this whole system. My mom had to come with her birth certificate, blah, blah, blah. And John and I were leaving that night for our honeymoon. So we were like, oh my God. So long story short, we wound up not getting the certificate of we were legally married on June 15th. Like that, it still says that that's like we were married as of that date, but we didn't get the paper to like submit to health insurance, submit to change your name. Like we didn't get that paper until like a month ago because it took like 3 months in Trenton to do it.
3 months in Trenton.
3 months in Trenton. And so
damn.
So then I finally got the certificate and I was like, great, now I can get John's health insurance. Because I was still like, my dad has state health insurance, so he was able to extend me under his insurance.
Okay.
For a high premium, but like.
All right. That detail is
like I want everyone to know I'm paying for my own health insurance, but it's my dad's plan.
Do you know what I mean though? Like, all right.
But I
keep going.
I just wanted to be clear, like it's not like free health, like I'm paying for my health insurance.
Yep.
But that's why my license has still been New Jersey. Because in order to stay on my father's plan, I had to look like I still live at home. Okay,
Understood.
everyone? So now that I was going to be applying for John's health insurance and I'm ready to change my name, I was like, let's get that New York license. But then I was like, wait, I was like, John, are you going to get a new license? And he was like, no, why would I? I'm like, I guess fair enough. But he still lives at his parents' house on his license.
Right. But no one's going to know that.
But I'm like,
but you want it to be you two have a house together because you're on the same team for life and that's it.
I guess so. But I'm like, does that matter? Like, am I going to get a new license and change it to New York, or am I going to keep my parents'
I think
house?
you need to change it to New York.
Right. But then like my husband lives somewhere else.
He doesn't.
Well, according to his license, he will.
But according to like everyone's license who are listening, it's like their hometown license too.
Right. And it's like, when are we going to grow the hell up and change it?
Well, I already grew up.
Anyway, I told that whole marriage license story to let everyone know. Double check the typos, 4 typos. And 2, let me know. Do you think that like my license should now say, I don't know.
It should say your home, but because I feel like that's like the meeting, that's like the clubhouse.
Right. It's like, otherwise, why did we get married?
Yeah, what's the point, really?
Like, I'm still going to say I live with my parents? Hell.
Well, no one says that, though. But all right, I understand what you're saying.
Over it, next, moving on. Sorry that took so long.
It's okay. I was here for it until we got the minor details. And then I was like,
like, move on, M.
You know, every time someone says town hall, I think we're playing like Animal Crossing. It's like, go to the town hall. I don't like feel like that's a real place.
There's a town hall. My dad pays his taxes at town hall.
Like he goes there?
My dad goes to the town and pays his town tax at the town hall.
In Jersey.
In New Jersey. And
that's what you do in New Jersey, it seems to me.
And then one time I overheard John's parents, she was like, you gotta bring the check to the town hall. I'm like, when am I gonna learn about that? When am I going to learn about the town hall duties that I have?
I'm not doing it.
I can't.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing fucking, what's it called when they call you in?
Jury duty. When they call you in.
I'm not
you gotta go.
doing it.
You gotta go, or you better have a GAR, good ass reason if you can't go, because they don't accept work as a reason.
I'm telling you right now, that won't happen to me. Like,
I know, it's so easy to get out of it. Just say you don't believe in the police.
But you know,
and they go, well, we can't have you
well,
here.
You know what? Like, so many things as you grow up, you're like, that wouldn't happen to me. Like, that's not going to happen to me. Like,
right.
I'm 100% certain I'm not going to get jury duty.
That's
but
so
I was
funny.
also certain my parents were going to die young. We're not.
Right.
And then like that does happen to you.
Right, yeah.
But
it's the stuff you think happens
jury
to other
duty's
people.
not happening to me.
No, and I believe that.
Yeah. Not on everyone's watch taking care of me.
Yeah, no, your babysitters won't let that happen to you.
In a way, you have been my babysitter for the longest.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do wonder, when you buy a house in a town, does someone come knock on your door and go, here's everything that you have to do
from
now?
town hall.
Otherwise, how do you find out?
Like in Schitt's Creek, they're like all have town hall meetings.
Yes, they do have town hall
meetings. They have like a town hall choir.
I guess when you get an apartment in New York, they're like, pay your rent, get Spectrum, and get Con Ed.
But who tells us that?
Like
my dad told me that.
You just won't be able to turn on the light. So I think you'll find out pretty quick. I think they tell you when you get an apartment, like, we have Con Ed and Spectrum.
It would be so interesting.
But is there another option than Con Ed?
In California, we have this thing called Cox.
No, really?
Cox Cable.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Do you have
Other
that
states
here?
have it. No, but I've heard of it. But like, Con Ed is Monopoly vibes in New York?
Well, I don't know what that means.
Will you Google it, Nicole? Is there another option than Con Ed? Because Spectrum, FiOS, people have FiOS, but not all buildings do.
This girl.
But Spectrum is kind of a monopoly.
But also, aren't those more like internet, and Con Ed is like water, heat, electric?
So Con Ed is.
Yeah, they like need to be able to provide.
So they're not competitors.
No, they're work togetherers. Like
they're coworkers.
They're coworkers like you and me.
Like me and you.
I'm Con Ed.
And
I take care of like the water and the heat and the electric.
And
you're like internet.
I'm for fun.
Yeah, you're for fun. You're for fun and luxury.
So
I'm for the job.
Halloween's coming up, Em. Or we want to find out about this, or?
Yeah, she's looking it up.
Well, I think there are alternatives, and I actually encountered this recently because someone showed up at my door trying to sell me something different.
From the town hall or like private equity?
But you live on a farm, Jersey City.
Sure. But yeah, because that's what it's saying here too, is that there are alternatives, but they have kind of like scam vibes. So,
So you must use Con Ed.
it seems that way.
Oh,
Then why does Con Ed even have ads?
right?
It's like,
We don't have another
we're
choice.
Sold. We're forced.
Yeah,
Why are you selling me Con Edison?
exactly. This little bitch is biting you.
She's in a mood.
Okay.
I have got to get her uterus out.
Oh. She's
hormonal.
Wait, so I want to talk about Halloween.
Okay, talk about
Halloween's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And are you
if
going to
you're
dress
listening,
up?
I bet this episode comes out on Halloween weekend.
Halloween.
Ooh.
Are you going to dress up?
I don't think so.
Me either. But if you were going to, what would
if
you be?
If I was going to, maybe I would be Ray Gun.
I don't know what that is. I'm going to be a clown.
Whoa. You don't know Ray Gun? How many things am I going to teach you today?
I know.
The breakdancer from the Olympics?
Oh, duh.
Yeah, in the green.
Canada?
You know why I would be that? All you have to do to find out what you should be for Halloween is...
Look in your closet?
No, post a TikTok and wait for people to tell you what you look
Did
like.
Did you do that?
Well, no, but I posted a TikTok where I was talking about how it's crazy that dogs don't know anything.
Yeah.
And like one of the top comments was, I thought this was Ray Gun. And I was like, okay, I could just get a green tracksuit and be Ray Gun.
That's awesome. You probably have a green.
I have a dream. I do.
A green tracksuit. I don't want to hear about your dream.
Okay.
No, I do.
For the world or for me? Or...
anywhere. But speaking of dreams, I had a dream last night that I
Oh.
wanted to tell Catherine.
Okay.
It's not boring.
Oh, so save it for the show.
Okay.
Okay.
But I just want to say really quick.
Catherine was in my dream too.
Are you serious?
I think it's because we went to her like special release party last night.
I think it was a stress dream.
Of being nervous about the show. That's funny. She was in my dream, and I bet it was the same thing.
You think we had the same dream?
Maybe. What was yours? I think mine was vaguely sexual.
Was that
so
Ruben
probably wasn't
stuttered?
the same. What? Ruben stuttered?
Wait, I wrote this down.
From American Idol?
I woke up like this. And I was like,
girl.
I have to write this down. I typed it out on my notes app and then I went back to sleep so I wouldn't forget. I want to tell you right now. Catherine was about to perform a song and she's like, it's called One Step at a Time. And I was like, oh, Jordan Sparks. And she was like, no, Ruben stuttered.
And that's the dream?
And that was
funny.
it. And I woke up and I was like, Ollie's going to love that because Ollie always talks about Ruben stuttered.
Yeah. You know what, though? That's not worth bringing up to her. I don't think.
It's not. That's why I wanted to tell you.
Dreams are always, you think the idea is so good. I had a dream once. I was listening to that, like, you know, Elton John's, like, COVID album?
No.
That was, like, the lockdown sessions.
No.
And it was,
I only know one
with Troye
lockdown
Sivan. It was, like,
session, and it was Bo Burnham.
Inside. No, you know the lockdown sessions.
No.
It was...
Dua Lipa?
Yeah, that was one of them.
Got it.
What's that song again? And I think it's gonna be a long, long COVID.
And it was.
And it was. But there was a song on that album that was like, I have to find it. And I was at the Pond House and I was like writing Fixed.
Yeah.
And it was like before I had ever performed it yet. So it was still like the big heavy lifting of writing it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of I was like trying to think of any ideas for a final song.
Yeah.
And I was like, I fell asleep with my headphones in.
So you're like stuck dreaming about what they tell you to?
Yes, whatever's playing in my ears is my dreams. And this song played, and I woke up in the middle of the night to the song playing, and I went, it's brilliant. Like, that's how my song has to sound.
Yeah.
That's the sound. And then I woke up so excited knowing that I had like a final song idea. And it was...
Did it really inspire
a
song?
It was... No. I played it... I like... told that to John. I was like, wait, there was a song last night that inspired it. So I played it out loud in front of him and he was like, what? And I was like, oh no, it was dream good, which means real life bad. It was this.
I've never heard this.
It like gets crazy. Wait. Hold on.
I
woke up during this part.
I can totally see where Fixed comes into this.
I woke up and I was like, that's it. Like aliens are coming and like that's the vibe.
The lights are everywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
I see that.
That's nothing like what Fixed feels like in my head, but
no. But I like that.
Yeah, that was like something that came to me in my
That was like
dreams.
really a good idea.
Anyway.
Yeah, so don't follow your dreams.
Wait, I meant to tell you. Someone recognized me and the podcast, but it was a very funny story.
Because you have a following too.
Outside of the podcast, remember? I was in LA for like one day last week, and I went to Equinox, of course, because I actually go to Equinox in other cities just to like prove I use my membership.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to go to the gym that day, but I was like, my membership here is a waste if I don't go while I'm in another city that
for
has
one
Equinox.
day.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's awesome. As someone who works for Equinox.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like that's one of the biggest perks of it is like I have this luxury gym in every city. So I was like, I'm gonna go if I'm in another city.
I love
COVID. So I go to this Equinox and I finished my workout and I'm in the locker room. And shout out to this girl if you're listening. She was like, "Are you Emily?" And I was like, literally
in the Equinox?
in the Equinox locker room, which I
That's
don't want to say it's
also-
my worst fear, but like there have been parts of me that are like, I really hope no one knows who I am in the gym.
Yeah, when you're naked?
When I'm naked, when I'm sweaty, when I'm working out, because I'm like talking to myself when I 12, 3:30. I'm like maybe running through jokes and like
Yeah.
miming them out loud and laughing at myself.
Right.
And then in the locker room, as we all know, I'm like balls out.
We
I
love
keep
our-
my testicles
Me
out in the
too.
locker room.
There is I know we do this all the time. There is nothing better than a woman's locker room.
Nothing better than a woman's locker room.
Like
I mean,
being
it's the
able to be-
last place on earth where I can be free.
Right?
I mean, like everything out in the open. No
It's so
Facetune,
fun.
no Invisalign.
It's so awesome.
You're just out and about. We're all girls. I love being surrounded by women.
Same. I love looking at bodies.
I love looking at bodies.
Normal
bodies. And so I'm in the locker room and I'm literally about to take my clothes off. And this girl goes, "Are you Emily?"
What
and
if
I
you
was
said
like,
no?
And why would I?
No,
you know?
if you weren't Emily.
Oh, then I guess she'd be like, "Sorry, you look like someone I know."
Yeah.
And the person she'd be talking to would be Jennifer Aniston
Or Ray Gun.
or Reagan. So I was like, "Yeah." And she went on to, be a fan. And then I was like, she turned around and went back to life. And I
Yeah.
was like, I can't get naked now.
Yeah.
So I take myself into the steam room and like
With
got
clothes
undressed
on?
in the steam room. Yeah.
You
Because
didn't
I
have
was
to do
so
that.
embarrassed. I know, like
It's
I
almost
could have
more embarrassing for you to do that.
Yeah.
It would
but
have been
what
cool
was I
if you
gonna
were
do?
just like, I'm Emily.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. And like that's who I want the world to think I am.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I was like, I don't know if I
Embarrassed?
want you to see my soft nipples.
Mm.
I'm not horny right now. My nipples are soft.
Yeah. You
I don't want you to
could've-
be like, I'm a fan of your comedy, and now I know your soft nipples.
Yeah, she wouldn't like your comedy then. You're like so less funny if you have soft nipples.
Well, and you know who?
Do you know what I mean?
Totally. I'm like less hot. I mean,
Jennifer Aniston.
yes, like I need my nipples I need people to only, if you're going to see my nipple, you have to see it
Hard.
hard.
That's why piercings were cool.
Right, because it's
But
like
then there
perma-hard.
was sometimes that they were soft, and that was
Soft
weird.
nipple, piercing nipple is spooky.
That's like baby nipple.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like puffy nipple. Puffy soft nipple, which guess what, folks? 90% of the time, that's what I have.
We might right now both have puffy soft nipple, but don't picture it. Picture us to always have the perkiest, spikiest tits.
Well, and it's like puffy soft nipple can look nice, like
You know who
when
always-
you're expecting it. but,
No,
like,
never.
no, sometimes a puffy nipple. Well, I guess mine only get puffy when I'm getting my period.
No, a puffy
And then
nipple.
it's like, Stella.
when you breastfeed Stella.
She jumped on my boobs this morning, and I have my period, and so it was like tender puffy nipple.
Yeah,
I yelled at
Stella,
her.
get off my nipples.
Get
They're
off, like
puffy.
paw down
Yeah.
flat. into
Imagine
my
if she
nipple.
did that. Imagine if Ellie did
Then
that.
I wouldn't have a boob anymore. It
would
would have
break it.
exploded.
But you know what? You know who always has a puffy soft nipple to me?
Me?
Miranda from Sex and the City.
Really?
She is like
I would say Samantha.
no. Samantha has rock hard nippies for an older woman.
Mm.
But Miranda, whenever I think
No, but
of her,
when you get older, I think older women get perma hard nipples.
no, but they get like nipples. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like my mom's nipples are like nipples.
Yeah,
like
they're
ours are the bun.
Yeah, yeah.
Theirs are the nipple.
That's when you'll know you're old. When you
Yeah.
have nipples
Don't talk
all
yeah,
the time.
Don't tell us that you're. Oh, I'm so old for my age.
Yeah. No.
Show me your nipples. then.
Show me your nipples, because if you still have a puffy soft nipple, you are young as the day is in the morning, because puffy nipple is a
Girl.
girl's game. It is a girl's game.
Agreed. We're so aligned.
But I didn't want this girl to see my puffy soft
Yeah,
nipple.
and now
so-
I get it. I wouldn't either.
Right. Because the only time my nipple's hard is like if I'm cold,
Turned
aroused, nervous, or I guess if I just worked out, actually. My body looks a certain way when I've just worked
Well,
out.
that's because it's
and
like,
I don't like
hot,
it.
cold.
Yeah, it's like sweaty and everything's a little inflamed. Do you know what I mean? Like my
Mhm.
abs look like shit right after I work them out. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of.
Okay. So then I go into the steam room.
Yeah.
I'm getting undressed in the steam room. My clothes are like making sounds.
Horrible.
They're like rubbery and like hard to get off. And I'm like trying to get a sports bra off in the steam
alone?
room. No. So there's an older woman in there who has real nipples.
Yeah.
And then I get undressed and I lay down and like 2 minutes into my steam.
She's in there.
No, she's and I'm like, ugh.
I feel like they're always hacking up something in there, those women.
The women with the nipples, they're always hacking something up. And I'm like, and then she goes, and I'm like, okay, one is fine. But then 10 seconds later, and it's like, do you have to do that?
Yeah, like you're in public. You're in public, lady. Put your nipples away.
Put your nipples.
No,
leave them out. But you don't need to hawk a loogie. It's like the same thing same thing grown men do. Like after they hit 40, they're like, every time they sneeze. And it's like, you can go back to the other way.
I actually want to shove people in traffic that sneeze like that.
Do a young man sneeze. Yeah, what is it? Like you have to prove you've earned your stripes? Yeah. We get it. You have a 401k.
That's the thing with men though. It's like when we know we grow up,
we have nipples. They know they've grown up when they sneeze. Noises. I know. So this woman's hacking up a lung in the coughing room, in the steam room. And I'm laying there and I'm going, all right, one more and I have to leave. Like, I can't.
That was like an OCD thought. Yeah. You're like, if she does one more time, I'll die tomorrow.
Truly, I was like, I'm laying there and then I'm debating. I'm like, I don't want to make her feel bad.
Yeah, like she's coughing.
I've already I'm having like a mushroom attack. It's like making me laugh so hard. I don't know why. I'm not on mushrooms, but this is about to make me laugh really hard. I don't know why. I'm laying there with my like ball of clothes.
So we're gonna say your ball's out again, which I really liked when you said that.
My testicles out?
Yeah.
Whoa, it's not that funny, but like
it's kind of that funny.
I'm on mushrooms? Okay.
You're on mushrooms.
It feels like it. I thought I took Adderall. Maybe I took mushrooms. No, I took Adderall. Today.
Tomorrow.
and the next day. I'm laying there with my ball of wet rubber clothes that I put in the shower cap because that's the Equinox hack. They don't have the plastic bags anymore. You take 2 shower caps. You put them in.
I also love that you worked out in latex.
What? Well, all like rubber Adidas, whatever. I'm laying there in my rubber wet clothes. I'm naked on the towel. The woman catty cornered to me is hacking up a lung. I'm like, all right, one more and I'm out. Yeah. Sure enough, she sits up. Now she's sitting up.
I like don't want to even hear the noise again.
I won't do it, but she's not laying down anymore. She got up. And she's like,
let's give her a second.
I don't know why is it so funny to me. It's because it's like.
I want to laugh too. This is one of those things.
Whoa! I just caught it. It's not that funny. Like I would not laugh this hard about it normally, but like
I like have FOMO. I hate when this happens.
Me too. I'm like
it's
sobbing.
Really, it's fun for you.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm happy you're laughing.
I guess it's just like why couldn't I stand up for myself?
Well, none of us would have.
Between the girl recognizing me, which is like objectively like I have the upper hand in that situation.
That's cool
she likes me.
Yeah.
She just told me hey, I know who you are and
You're
I like you.
You're building a team in there already.
I'm building my team and I'm like, thank you so much. And I run away. I run away to the steam room. I'm sorry, you guys. Maybe it's my period. Maybe having your period and taking Adderall creates mushrooms.
Oh my God.
So the woman gets up, she's sitting up coughing, and I go, that's it. I get up and I start to leave, and she goes, no.
Oh, really? Yes. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that.
No, the woman goes, no. She goes, it's acid reflux. And I was like, I'm still gonna go.
She like thought that you were like COVID shaming her.
Yeah, or like she wanted to be like, don't worry, it's just acid reflux. I'm like, you're annoying me. Spitting your lungs out into the steam room. Like, you're annoying. You're not gonna get. I mean, what do you want me to do? Go? Oh, okay, and turn around and lay down. Like,
yeah, she made your experience worse.
You've already put your insides into the mist in this room. I don't care if it's acid reflux or if it's like just coffee or whatever you're coughing up. It's like, I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
And so I just giggled and went, oh my God, I'm already leaving. That's what I said.
And that was it.
And I left with my rubber clothes that were so wet and sticky after I left there.
I'm so incredibly sorry that you had to leave that experience.
Thanks. And I'm really sorry that I just
don't be
really
sorry.
Lost it there.
It's okay. That sometimes happens to me.
Yeah. Wow. Now it feels so quiet.
It's not that quiet. Well,
What
it's a
was
little
that? What
quiet.
just came over me?
I don't know, but that actually is really fun, and everyone who's listening who wishes that we caught the giggles too.
No, but I hate when that happens because I love when it happens for me because it was like
So fun.
that was a drug. I just was on drugs.
Yeah, you
in
were
the
just on
best way,
drugs.
without having to be on drugs.
Yeah.
Not at all. But I know for the listener, it was like, hurry up, we're not laughing.
By
Spit it out.
by all means, we can just fast forward through your laughing.
That's true. You
but
can
we don't
always
have
hit
to do that.
forward 15 seconds. Forward 15 seconds.
And she's still laughing.
Yeah, I'm
She's
still
still laughing.
crying.
Keep going.
Like I just cried my makeup off.
You know what? I feel like in any situation like that,
Mm-hmm.
I would actually just stay there and let them keep going. I'd be so nervous to move. Like I would just go full frozo.
If they were coughing long
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, in my
Yeah.
space.
Right.
Like
Okay.
like I'd feel so nervous. So you
Well,
did
I
kind
was
of
nervous, but I think I was also like, I'm not getting sick over this.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking that. I was more thinking like you're ruining my experience of
Yeah.
calm time.
Well, yeah, and that is the steam room is my like meditation time. So it was a mix of like, all right, this is not ending, and I don't feel like getting sick.
yeah, I agree. But you know what's also funny? Like me and you had a full episode about sauna etiquette and how we like to talk the
Right.
most in the sauna when we're together. But that's also when we're together.
But that's also not. But that's a form of meditation.
Talking.
Working out with a friend is meditation.
It's medicine.
It's medicine.
Mm.
Working out is medicine.
Medicine. Working out.
No, but I feel like
is-
because this morning I really did want to go to Hudson Yards with you, and I wanted to do like a whole sauna
Right.
steam thing because in my head I was like, that will bring me to peace.
Right. And also, yeah, there's just no more pure happiness than that.
I have a vague idea in my head that we end these episodes with recommendations.
Okay.
Do you have any new ones?
Yeah. Go ahead though.
Throw them at me.
You
No,
can-
I just talk, spat, cry, laughed
I'm
into
like
this
still,
microphone.
Like, I'm still like
recovering from that?
from taking everything in that I learned today, from the ops to the taxes to the
Yeah.
marriage.
Yeah.
To,
Oh my God. I'm sorry that this was my.
it's okay. This
I really
episode
stood on
is-
my soapbox
This
today.
is Emily's episode.
I guess so.
Emily's version.
Emily's.
And now she's throwing up on the microphone.
That's so mushroom of me to like burp after all that laughing.
So what of you?
mushroom, but I didn't take any.
So mushroom of you. Okay.
Where's your place? Where's your recommendation?
I went to the new candy bar,
We talked about this. Little Sweet Treat.
but I didn't go before.
I thought you went and you said
I heard about
not as
it.
good as Bon Bon.
People, wait, did I go?
Yeah. Or you told me you
I already told you about it.
Did you lie?
No, I told you about it.
Oh yeah, you told me about it. Do you have another new place?
I
have some.
Okay. Look, think about it.
But do you have any?
No, like I need to think about it.
Okay, because I'm in the part of my life with this new move. I'm like trying everything everywhere all at once.
Right. Right.
So I'm like going, give
right.
me yours.
No, it wasn't a recommendation. I did want to say that we went to Bar Tusi
Bar to see together. That was really fun.
And I do want to come on here and say,
Tell me.
I agree with what Emily did this time in showing the translation to the Cookie Monster, telling the Cookie Monster what she was trying to say, because I feel like it would have been rude if you gave up on her.
Yeah, so what Chloe's referring to is how in the previous episode,
Yeah.
I was trying to tell a joke to a cook who didn't understand me.
Yep.
And I went and
A
got
baker,
my
if you will.
a baker, if you will, and I got my translate app out and I translated my joke to her.
Right.
And I told this story. Chloe and I went to dinner with Ryan Beggs, who we can't get enough of on this podcast.
We certainly can't. I also
we
have
went to Bartuzzi.
I also have to say that Emily, I was on mushrooms, so I was kind of watching this experience happen, I would say. And
You were at dinner, watching yourself
you
at
guys
dinner?
At dinner.
Right.
And like I was and
Even though
then-
you were a full participant.
Oh, I participated the whole
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
except for when we were talking to the table next to us.
Yes. Chloe hated that.
Hated it because I was just like, okay. Like
Yeah.
I felt like, you know, when you're like your mom does something, like start talking to strangers, or like my dad used to always do that in the elevator. We'd get in and someone would get in, I'd be like, Dad,
Yeah.
before he starts
Mhm.
talking to them.
Mhm.
Like you guys were like being friendly and totally normal, and I
No.
was not being normal.
I believe the words out of the guy. So me, Chloe, and Ryan were sitting at a table, and there were like these two boys next to us eating.
Yeah.
And I think the exact wording of the guy to me and Ryan was, "You guys are so
Good at making me
good
uncomfortable.
at making me feel uncomfortable."
Yeah.
So you're right.
So
we were wrong.
I was like, that was a crazy experience.
Yeah.
And-
I forget what we were like bullying them about. I was like, "What are you drinking?" Something like that.
yeah. Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because you were like, Have you guys ever been here before? 2 very handsome men sitting next to us.
Nice boys.
Nice boys. And Emily was like, have you guys been here before? And then we were like joking a little. And we're like, oh, we're not hitting on you. I'm married. And then he's like, I'm married too. And then his other friend was like, we're married. And then his other friend was like, I'm just kidding. And then Ryan's like, so you hate gay, or you think gay is being...
yeah. And then Ryan goes, well, I'm gay. And I was like, and one of us was like,
So
it was probably Ryan, and I'm here taking credit for it. But we're like, so you think being gay is funny?
Yeah, and then they got really uncomfortable.
And they got really uncomfortable. Like, you're really good at making us
uncomfortable. And that's when I started to float
away. But then guess what? We kept recommending stuff to them. We were like, you gotta have the white chocolate pistachio cookie. Because that was the cookie that the baker was making.
And it was
And she
delicious.
said, we only serve this at Bar Tussie. So now here we were sitting at Bar Tussie. I said, what's my ass gonna get? No, that's not true.
What's your bussy gonna have at Bar Tussie?
What's my bussy gonna have at Tussie? That was not true though. The baker, the butcher, the candlestick maker was making
the
chocolate chip cinnamon cookies that I went, that's the best form of advertising. Those were chocolate chip cinnamon cookies. And she goes, we don't have these here. We only sell these at Bar Tussie.
They should remember.
We have the white chocolate pistachio cookie. And I said, that doesn't sound good. Cut to a week later, I'm at Bar Tussie. I try both cookies. We try both cookies. I go, white chocolate pistachio is the goddamn winner.
What do? We
tell the boys, we got more. We got a second order of white chocolate pistachio cookies, and we tell the boys, we go, boys, if you know what's good for you, you get the white chocolate pistache.
And what did they do?
They got
the
both.
other one.
No, they got both because the order comes with both, right?
No, it comes with 2 of one, so they got 2 of the other. Anyway.
And then we ran into like 3 people we knew there.
Yeah, Katie Lafitte, someone I went to high school with, and Audrey. Audrey comes down, sits down, goes and has a night. We were there long enough. She comes back, sits down with us. You guys remember her?
Living downtown has changed my life.
So here's the thing, you guys. We're recommending the cookie.
The white chocolate pistachio cookie from Bar Tussie.
We're de-influencing the cinnamon chocolate chip cookie.
De-influencing the cinnamon chocolate chip cookie. And then I will just say I went the other day to Breakfast by Salt's Cure.
Oh, the griddle.
And I got some griddle cakes, banana walnut. Y'all.
Is that like on the corner of something?
Yeah, it's on the corner of 7th Avenue South and like Morton.
Morton.
Morton, here's a griddle cake. Morton, here's a Lou. Morton, here's Ellie Lou. Ellie Lou's coming and getting those griddle cakes while you're asleep. That's why she can't lose weight.
Ellie was standing in the line.
I went to get griddle cakes and Ellie went, can I get 2? What are you doing here? I said, where's Chlo? She goes, she's at work. You're texting me, Ellie's alone at home all day. I feel so bad for her. I went, I won't tell her.
But
Ellie's actually at Breakfast by Salt's Cure, sitting with a fork and knife, eating banana walnut griddle cakes. And that's why this girl can't lose any weight.
I would be so like embarrassed if I was walking down the street doing something I wasn't supposed to when I ran into Stella.
But you wouldn't have recognized Ellie because she had glasses on.
Incognito.
She was in disguise. She had her little wireframe glasses on. And I went, Ellie? She went, no. My name is actually Betsy. And I live in Murray Hill. And my owner's name is Zoe. What are you doing here? Fork and knife in her hand. Mid-bite.
What are you doing here?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
I can't. It's such a good visual. If only you guys knew.
I know.
Her.
Anyway, try the griddle cakes and try the white chocolate pistachio cookie. We love y'all.
Love you guys.
Energy for the show is in the air tonight. We're going to have a great show.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
I love you, Ab.
Love you, Chlo. Thanks for listening to Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City.
Whether you were just cleaning your apartment, slaying at the gym, or strutting on these city streets, we're always grateful for your ears.
Be sure to follow or subscribe, tell a friend, and hey, leave a review. Lilas!
What?
Love you like a sister.
Oh, cute. Lilas!
Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City. Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City.